All praises, honor, and glory be to the Most High God, Yahweh, Bahashem, Hamashiach, Yahweh Shah. This your brother Prince Malachi, man, sons of Jacob Tulsa, and I'm back at it again with another quick exhortation, right? So, the topic of today's video is choose your friends wisely, right? Everybody ain't your friend, man. That's something my pops always used to instill into me, man, when I was younger. Because I was, naive, to the fact that people can, they can be in it for their own reasons, man. And the scriptures speak on that, man. They might be a friend for their own occasion. Let me get that right quick. We're going to come back to Proverbs 12, man. There's much wisdom in these Proverbs, man. Sirach chapter 6 and verse 8. I'm going to start at verse 7. If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first and be not hasty to credit him. So if you wanna make a friend, that's fine. That's a good thing. But you gotta prove him first. You gotta test him. You know what I'm saying? My daddy used to instill that in me too. You know what I'm saying? You might test him to see if he'll steal from you if he had the opportunity. I'm not telling you to do that. I'm not saying that's a good practice, but what is a good practice is to prove him first, right? And be not hasty to credit him. Don't be a light-minded person, man, who's easily impressed and who's easily won over when you first meet someone, man. He might be working you. He might be trying to get on your good side. You never know people's motives, man. Verse 8. For some man is a friend for his own occasion and will not abide in the day of thy trouble. See that? See, some people, they only want to be your friend for their own reason. They have an ulterior motive. See what I'm saying? They got how can I say? They ain't in it for the right reasons, man. It ain't genuine. See what I'm saying? It said verse 9. And there is a friend who being turned to enmity and strife will discover thy reproach. So you got brothers who, as soon as y'all fall out, have a slight disagreement, now they bringing shame upon you. You know what I'm saying? Because you didn't prove them. You know what I'm saying? You was too hasty to befriend them. But let me get Proverbs 12. Verse. I thought it was Proverbs 12. There we go. Proverbs 13. Okay, Salakia. So, Proverbs 13 and verse 20. Proverbs 13 and verse 20, right? Poverty and shame shall be to him that refuseth instruction. But I'm reading the wrong verse. He that walketh with wise men shall be wise, but a companion of fools shall be destroyed. He that walketh with wise men shall be wise, but a companion of fools shall be destroyed. Right? So this goes right back into the title of the video, You know what I'm saying? Choose your friends wisely, man. Everybody ain't your friend, man. It say, if you walk with wise men, you're gonna become wise. You hang around brothers that glorify the fear of the Lord, who fear God, you know what I'm saying? And they exemplify wisdom. They show wisdom in their words and their actions, and they live according to the Most High's commandments. You're gonna become a similar brother, Birds of a feather flock together. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing my pops taught me, man. Birds of a feather flock together. You hang around 5 billionaires, you're gonna be the 6th, man. And it's the same thing applies for people, who don't do good things. Salaki, I'm gonna get a precept on that. You know what I'm saying? If you running with people who don't have any character about themselves, who don't have any morals about themselves, you're gonna become an amoral person. It's gonna rub off on you whether you like it or not, man. Even if you even if you don't want it to. So that's why you have to choose your friends wisely. Because it says a companion of fools, shall be destroyed. The Bible said it, I didn't put it there. A companion of fools shall be destroyed. You hanging around the wrong crowd, you're gonna get caught out there with them, man. Right? I'm gonna get the classic, and I'm gonna wrap it up. It's just a quick exhortation. You dig what I'm saying? To choose your friends wisely. Get you some brothers and sisters that fear God, man. There is nothing above the fear of the Lord. That's the best kind of friends you can have. Because I got y'all right quick in the spizzy. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Precept just came to mind. All praises to the Most High. So, Sirach 6:17, it's perfect. Whoso feareth the Lord shall direct his friendship aright. For as he is, so shall his neighbor be also. So, if you haven't had the pleasure of coming into this truth and having friends and brothers and sisters that are also in this truth, you're really missing out because it's a different level of love. It's a different level of friendship when this person is not gonna steal from you because we both fear God, man. This brother not gonna go behind your back with your wife because why? We both fear God. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta worry about this brother, man, trying to defraud you, trying to bear false witness against you. You don't gotta worry about these things, man. Y'all can just dwell together in unity because y'all gonna direct y'all friendship right. Same type of time that I'm on, same type of time that he on. With the sisters, supposed to be the same way. Sisters shouldn't be slandering each other. Y'all shouldn't be moving the same way worldly women move, man. The scripture say, "Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of our sins." The scripture says, "Be ye not conformed to the ways of this world." Roughly paraphrasing. So, you being that new creature in Yahweh Shah, right? You should be coming out of those ways. You shouldn't be slandering sisters. I know it's a common thing. This is just, and the only reason I'm touching on it is because it's something that I have observed, right? The only reason I'm touching on it is because it is something that I have observed. You gotta come out of the worldly ways, man. Uplift your sister, uplift your brother. You dig what I'm saying? Speak good words about them, even when they're not around. Exhort them to be better. Um, Treat each other with kindness, man. Love your neighbor as yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's the instruction we was given. So, and also choose your friends wisely because you want to be able to count on them to do the same thing and to be moving in the same type of spirit, right? So choose your friends wisely. I'm gonna get this last precept. Let's see. I think it's Sirach 8. Yes, sir. The book of Sirach, chapter 8, verse 15. Travel not by the way with a bold fellow, lest he become grievous unto thee. For he will do according to his own will, and thou shalt perish with him through his folly. So you don't want to be taken down over something somebody else did, man. You want to travel, you want to befriend people who live by wisdom, who fear God, just like you fear God, man. Who walk according to his laws, statutes, and commandments and have faith in Hamashiach, because they gonna direct their friendship right. But if you traveling by the way with a bold fellow, he not even worried about the consequences that he might bring on himself. You know what I'm saying? He don't care if you get caught up in his folly. He doesn't even care if he gets caught up in his folly, man. You don't want to be around these kind of people, right? These ain't the kind of people you want to be around. Cause like I say, these type of traits can wear off on you, rub off on you, or what? Worst case scenario, you can be destroyed with him through his folly. Through his actions, you can bring destruction on your head just because you chose to befriend someone who's foolish. Just because you chose to befriend someone who doesn't fear God. Just because you chose to befriend someone who, you know what I'm saying, an amoral person. They ain't want to. You got to choose your friends wisely, man. You know, it's good to pray for somebody and love them, because as your neighbor, you know, love your neighbor as yourself. But it's also wise to keep your distance from a bold fellow, to not travel by the way with a bold fellow. You know, it's wise to understand this. Hold on. Uh, uh, uh. It's wise to understand 1 Corinthians 15 and 33, man. Be not deceived. Evil communications corrupt good manners. You see that? Hanging around these folks, they can corrupt your good manners, man. You wanna live an upright life, but you know what I'm saying? You seeing they evil communications, you seeing the way they operate, and you constantly around them, and it's rubbing off on you. You see what I'm saying? So love your neighbor as yourself, but also understand that evil communication corrupt good manners. You see what I'm saying? And that's bad for your spirit. That ain't what you want. You know, you wanna be around. You want iron sharpen iron type of vibes. You know, you don't want evil communication, corrupt good manners. So in order to stay on top of that, choose your friends wisely. So with that, I'm gonna give all praises, honor, and glory to the Most High God, Yahweh, Bahashem, Hamashiach, Yahweh Shah. It's been your brother Prince Malachi, Sons of Jacob Tulsa. Peace and blessings. Shalom.